Hi, it's Bruce Yoakum, and it's my second video of the day. I'm still trying to figure out how to go about this. I can't just sit here and not do anything. I'm actually my plan today is, I've done a ton of videos I want to start posting on YouTube. I have no real ambition at all to, be a YouTuber. It's more out of outrage. In the future, I'm going to sort of give you an example of, I'm bumping into my chair, sorry about that, of people. I can't get this here right. Okay, this would be like something I would watch. I'm not sure. It's breakthrough news, I guess is what it's called. I watch a ton of stuff. This is all sort of YouTube giving me other sites of people that are thinking the same way. And if you watch like this podcast right here, I mean, you will learn a lot about what's going on in Palestine and the atrocities in our United States of America's complicity. So I was going to just start posting, like I said, on YouTube. No ambition of really seeing it go anywhere. But, I got that on my guitar. That is sort of the theme here, how I do it. But I think I'm going to try to start off somehow, because I don't want this to be even remotely difficult for me. So I'm just kind of spontaneously doing it. So lots of times I watch like a video of them and I'm just like, so angry and so disgusted about what the United States is doing. I have to kind of sort of think about it and try to do something about it. It's so outrageous. So really my vision is, if you see this by chance, sure, go ahead and pass it on. You certainly more than have my permission. But maybe do your own video. Do a little research of people like that. And if you're, we all care about our country. We all care about having a good life coming up. But I don't think there's anybody that's, feeling that love. You know what I mean? Palestine aside, right? Which is enough. Palestine, what's going on there, the genocide, is enough for me to sort of become an activist and expose what's happening over there, to hopefully, or at least help expose that to what I consider dumb Americans that don't know squat about anything and went out there and voted on their dumbness when they couldn't give you a full sentence about really why they were voting. It's sort of like that. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating slightly, but not really. We live in a stupid world where people do really stupid things, and we're all just little pawns and don't even know it, dancing to the rich people's tunes that are actively trying to destroy us. Certainly as a democratic sort of, where as an independent person you can be an independent person. That's what it's really all about. Are you one of the masses doing part of the machine and like worker ant and treated like a worker ant? Or, to give you an example, they're seriously considering, how can we feed the masses bugs? Because they're easy to grow, they're prolific, they reproduce prolifically, they've got good nutrition. So that's sort of the plan down the road, guys. No more vegetables, no more meat. Bugs. That's what these guys are thinking about. They ain't eating bugs. They're not eating food with friggin' Monsanto's various poisons on it. They got the super organic stuff that's, their own private food distribution centers, if you will. No, it's a have or have not world, and it's going to become even exponentially so. So if you're a younger person and you feel like total apathy, yeah, I feel total apathy, and I'm certainly not young. And I feel so bad. If anything, I'm kind of I don't have kids, so it's not like, I've had a pretty good life. I was sort of obtuse to anything that was going on and thought America was great and pretty much everything was justified. I think when the George W. came in office, I was aware, what the F, and I'll use the F. That's my replacement. So yeah, that F, man. We don't start wars. We don't effing start wars. Well, we're terrorists. Terrorists start wars. Everything America does, just, militarily, like when we have ships in other lands and trolling the waters, like protecting democracy? I think not. I think it's more like we'll blow the shit living piss out of you if you don't dance to our music. And it's repulsive. I find the government, I have to live under right here, totally repulsive and dangerous, almost like if I do videos pertaining to justice, I'm being surveilled, we're all being surveilled, at some point, doing the right thing from a personal standpoint, and I'm gonna go back to Robert Kennedy, that's what can happen. a lot of martyrs in this world, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to be a martyr, okay? Nobody wants to be killed, okay? So, but that's how the United States is a killing machine. We manufacture killing stuff, and we like to keep the gravy train rolling there. So, Ukraine, oh good, that boosted up the military-industrial complex. Make no mistake about that, the Ukrainian war. And, we're all told it's Russian invasion. Yeah, but it was also United States invasion. And if you really look deep down in that, the United States could have prevented that war, apparently. I don't know. I'm not the person to go for stuff like that, but I'm the person to come for, to be aware that sort of situation happened. And go research on YouTube if you care about that, if you want to know why I said that. I don't say a whole lot of stuff that I don't think, I could be brainwashed and be telling you something, like I told you, if you watch these videos, Matt Gaetz is going to be our new Attorney General. Well, obviously, that didn't happen. We got some hot blonde from Florida that will probably dance to whatever Donald Trump tells her to do, including whatever he wants her to do. You know what I mean? I mean, you just got to wonder what's really going on behind the scenes there. Don Jr. got it made. I'd be banging her, right, Donnie boy? So, yeah, it's a sick world we live in, and we are the sickest of the sick as this country. We're the country that could have made everybody's life better around the world. Instead, you got greedy, inhumane, disgusting people, top places that the cancer's expanding, you know what I mean? So we're definitely not on a path to getting better. We're on a path of destruction, really. And World War III is something the United States is trying to create. So if World War III happens, it's because we did it. Make no mistake about it. If there's any conversation about using nuclear weapons, it's us. We're the ones thinking, well, maybe we should throw a couple nukes, or Israel. United States, Israel. Can we just keep it one? Get rid of the America or something maybe. They're one and the same. We are a Zionist state. Make no mistake about it. And religious Zionism, which is evil to the core, if you just research that, go ahead. It's land grabs. We want the whole thing. We want everybody to, believe like we believe, in this case, Judaism in that part of the world. I'll touch on religions. I feel all religions are dangerous. They're big cults. There's no difference between the smallest cult in the world. I always use like David Koresh. His cult wasn't very big, but it was a cult. Or the Catholic Church, you know what I mean? Or Judaism. I won't mention the one that begins with I, because I don't want to get chased. But yeah, they're all bad. And I always say the exception is Buddhism. They seem to be one that doesn't really try to shove their philosophy down your throat and demean women, and they all have their common things, and where it's all money grab, power thing, And basically, usually a way to exploit, humans like kids, Catholic Church. How can you go to something where 10,000 priests are already known to be known pedophiles committing rape? Rape. It's called rape. It's called child rape. Let's not fancy it up with something. I mean, how anybody, after all that, they pay enormous sums of money to the Catholic Church, and so all sorts of their properties that they don't ever have to pay taxes on, for starters. Everything's just so corrupt, and then the religions and how they're sort of intertwined now with government, and how that's intertwined with, mafia and all organized crime, especially, like I said, the Jewish organized crimes, the baddest, biggest, most horrible one of the bunch. So, the Republican dances to the Zionist tune, all right? And they sell billions upon billions upon billions of dollars of weapons that are no other design other than kill people. And that doesn't matter if it's children being blown up today, right now, yesterday, the day before yesterday. No 6 days a week, it's 7 days a week. It's in Lebanon. They just blew up this beautiful, I forget the name of it because I don't, beautiful place today. Like, who knows how many thousands of people were blown up by American bombs, ones made right here in Massachusetts oftentimes, and various other places along the, I mean, there's a lot of manufacturers of it's a big business, and all they care about is money, and they could give a shit if it's killing people. Matter of fact, when you're building stuff to kill people, and you want to keep in business, then you got to continue killing people. Ooh, little side, it's kind of, sad. It's sad, but, they're terrorists, so it's okay to kill them. You know what I mean? Those babies are going to grow up to be terrorists. The moms are producing terrorists. The grandpas, they were terrorists in the past. The dog is a fucking terrorist too. Oops, shouldn't have said that. But, yeah, it's horrific, disgusting, and it's why I'm doing videos. I probably already said it, I'll say it again. Pass on this video is fine, but more importantly, make your own video. Watch a little bit of stuff on YouTube. It'll give you more information if you're watching the right stuff. If you're really concerned, you're going to get no lack of things, whatever rabbit hole you want to go down. So, I mean, me personally, I, watched 1,000 hours of nutrition-based stuff because I realized that nobody's helping me. My doctor's not helping me. I know I'm getting off course, but it's all related. Everything's related. It's the same entity that's feeding us poison in our foods and giving us pills to solve everything. And my little sister, I'll remind everybody watching anything, she's a big pharma victim. She's dead. She died a miserable death. She was crazy because of the shit, and her shrinks couldn't give her enough pills. And it's just every time you turn around, and then everything's always blamed on something else. Ellen was unstable. That's my sister. Whatever. Yeah, she was unstable, mainly because the big pharma made her unstable. There's so many cases. When you look at these school shootings, almost to a person, they've had a shrink for years. They've given them all sorts of antidepressants and this and that, and benzos, what have you. And then then let's put them in the question. Let's go Parkland shooter. Look how long those trials took, and how many lawyers that kid had, and the parents were being victimized even further by those lawyers. Giving them the finger and shit. And only in America, right? I'm an advocate, and then he's victim because they might have given him the wrong med or whatever. I don't know. Certainly the kid's still breathing air, unlike the people he shot. I always feel like as a school shooting, just make sure he's not breathing air ever again. Let's not put him on trial like they did with the Parkland shooter. Maybe that's old-fashioned justice. I'm a big believer in old-fashioned justice in certain cases, for sure. Why waste taxpayer money feeding that, probably very much damaged kid? He wasn't right, obviously. If you go shoot up all your classmates, you're not right. Okay, there's something wrong with you. If you murder, I'm not looking for excuses for it, or it happened, you did it, kaput. End of story. It shouldn't be very long, drawn out, 20 years and finally, I don't know, like the old saying, bring the guilty man let's give the guilty man a trial and hang him in the morning. I think that's how it goes. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that's obviously, I'm not looking for that kind of justice in general by any stretch. It's more for like mass murders, for example. If you have video evidence, just call me. I'll man the drone that has the rifle on it, all right? You know what I mean? Incidentally, if you don't know about that, this video of that in Palestine where Israelis are taking drones that have guns mounted on them and chasing after little kids and killing them. And there's all sorts of bullets on X-ray. You can see it. Like doctors are running to 10 kids a day that have bullets in their head that they're either still barely alive or they're dead. Yeah, and that's who you have as a country that's sort of like partnering up with that sort of type of thing and has no problem with it, evidently. So, all right, we live in a sad state of affairs. Like I said, maybe everybody should be making these videos, maybe telling everybody about what's going on. Talk to your friends about what's going on, because people don't know. A lot of them just don't know. I mean, you might think they don't care, and that could possibly be a strong possibility as well, because people are just like, they don't want to know. They know it's bad, but they don't want to know anything about it. But when your nation's committing genocide and the whole world's watching and knows it's the United States of America, we might not know it as Americans, but the French all know it, and all the countries are waking up to the fact of this is terrorism. I mean, Netanyahu's now been declared a war criminal and can be arrested if he ever leaves his little haven in Israel. Oh, you can go to the United States, no problem. Every one of our politicians, you take the top 1,000 are war criminals. They're just, there's a whole lot of war criminals in this country, and they're all getting off scot-free and buying yachts and have billions of dollars in foreign banks, offshore accounts. And their specialty is compromising any legitimate politician. So you can be legit when you start out. By the time you've been, set up, if you will, extorted, now you're their property. They got you. Yeah, you had sex and we got video of it. She's underage. I mean, that is like so cliche what happened to Matt Gaetz. It's just like evidence of that sort of type of thing going on. You know what I mean? And again, I'm going to end on him because he's an interesting character of the day. And that's Gaetz, in case you don't really know who he is. There's a lot of things that he actually, surprisingly enough, sort of was not towing the line of the Republican Party and kind of, things that I would agree with. And, so that I'm not even going to get into it because I don't want to, put the guy up. But I feel like he was totally set up. He was set up and they wanted him out of the, Republican Party because he did have some sort of, honorable things, if you will, things that no, we shouldn't be doing that type of things. And, you don't want to do that. Not when you're a Republican. You're dishonest. You're immoral. There's nothing good about you. And you don't do anything for the people. You do it for your own pockets. You do it because you've been extorted, oftentimes. And so you're going to do whatever the party line tells you to do. In this case, is our future dictator, Donald Trump, or, want to be one anyways. And, yeah, good luck to us all. Oh, wait. Matt Gaetz, I love you. I know I'm a 17-year-old little girl. Don't believe it, Matt. She doesn't really love you.